This film, this goddamn film. Oh my god. This film is absolutely abysmal. But everyone, and I mean everyone, needs to see this film. Because if you don't watch it in cinemas, you're missing out on one of the best experiences. Because it is so funny. The best parts, are when Steve says that he is Steve. Because the entire cinema just started clapping their hands off. I'm not even kidding, it was so good when that happened. But this is a film review, not a cinema review. So what was the actual film like? Frankly, it sucked. But I enjoyed it for all the wrong reasons. I think it's a film worth watching, but not because it's good. It's just a really funny film because corny acting. Also, just it's a bad film, but it's a really entertaining one. But what is actually the film about? So, spoilers for this part of the review. Skip to here for a non-spoiler review. So, basically the film is about these people who find a magic cube and their lives are really bad and they go to the overworld. Also, I can't remember half of the names, but the sister and brother are basically moving to a new house because their mum died and the rent is low. There's this one woman who I do like the actor, but she does nothing. And then Jason Momoa is a washed up video game player. Right, so once they go to the overworld, it's shown that Jack Black has been arrested by some piglins, and he's being threatened because his dog could die. I can't remember the dog's name. God damn it. And basically, he's let free to get this cube that they have, which guides them to the portal, but also has powers and stuff. And they want to turn the overworld into the Nether, I think. That's the best way of describing it. And honestly, the story is super not great. It's not great. Almost everything about this film has at least one flaw. For example, there's not much character progression at all, really. Maybe one or two characters do, Steve very slightly has some. Same with Jack Black. But that's about it, really. And you probably wouldn't even notice it if you watch the film. But the film is still enjoyable, I guess. Even though it's one of the worst films that I've seen. It's extremely enjoyable. If you are going to watch this film, though, don't expect it to be anything actually good. Just expect it to be funny and something you can just enjoy because of the people around you and because of how bad it is and funny. But the acting, I want to talk about the acting quickly. I love the acting, but for all the wrong reasons. Jack Black is just an over-exaggerated Jack Black throughout the whole thing, and he's so fun to watch. And the Garbage Man, or Jason Momoa, is basically just like, that's cool throughout the whole thing, and he's like pretending like he doesn't care when he really does. And the other people don't do anything. I can't really comment on their acting because they're not in it enough. But I think one of the biggest flaws is that the side characters just don't have enough to do in the film, and that the characters aren't fleshed out enough, and like their roles are just not good enough with the whole not focused thing. I think maybe if they fleshed out their roles a bit more, gave them more attention, they could have been good characters, but for now the best character is Steve, because he is Steve. Now for the spoiler-free review. So this film is incredibly flawed and extremely fast-paced, but it's funny. And honestly, if you're just looking for a funny film that you just want to turn your brain off and just meme around to, you can't really go wrong with this one, in cinemas anyway. But it's honestly an enjoyable film for all the wrong reasons. It's so goddamn bad that it turns around and becomes one of the best film watching experiences ever. It's not a good film, but it's a really, really enjoyable one that I think you probably should watch if you're just looking for a fun film, video game film. But it's one of the most flawed and just poorly done films I've watched. But that also makes it a lot of fun. So, in the end, would I recommend this film? God, yes. But no, not for the right reasons, again. It's because of the people in the cinemas and all the memes, really. And just how stupid it is. It's enjoyable, and I come to films to be entertained, and my god, this entertained me. But it's my overall opinion is that it's a very flawed film with fun aspects, with a useless secondary cast, breakneck fast pace. But again, I would recommend it if you just want to watch a fun film. So, I just wanted to talk about some things that wouldn't fit anywhere else. This also is a very referential film, making references to Herobrine, Technoblade, and Dan TDM. I can't find. I might be able to find, but I probably won't be able to find any clips of it. But there's a Herobrine reference in this scene with an Enderman. Spoilers, but basically these people like talking about him like he's the absolute worst, and they have purple eyes besides from Steve, who has white eyes. And then Dan TDM is in the film. Daniel T D Minecart. That's his passport name, definitely. He's in the film, wears a cowboy hat. Also, you're probably gonna know this one, but Technoblade is referenced in the film, and honestly, that's a nice reference. But those are my parts that I just wanted to say, and thank you. for watching this film, and goodbye.